Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by hitting the subscribe button below and then hitting the bell icon. That way you're alerted of any new videos that I post. Super rainy today, so I just kind of decided to do a little video about the five to seven stages of grieving. I did a video of my dad passing away. It'll be 12 years this coming June. I'm now going to tell you a little bit about my mom and her passing. I'm not really comfortable with telling the whole story yet or really talking about it because I still do get very emotional even after 5 years. But she did take care of me after my accident. She took care of me when I was down. She did everything above and beyond that a mother should do for their child. So maybe I'll do a video later kind of about just her. And I still have a lot of questions about how my mom died and why my mom died the way that she did. So maybe I'll get into that a little bit later, but I do want to tell you that I have lost both of my parents. So I do know a little bit about the grieving process and how it works. And today I kind of just want to go a little bit and tell you about the first set of, stages that you're going to go through when you're grieving. This is kind of what I went through anyway, and I feel like people go through them, and I have, in not chronological order, so by no means is this the right way or the wrong way to go about it. But I do want to tell you a little bit about shock and denial, and those are the first two. So when you first hear bad news, whatever it may be, it could be anywhere from getting in a car accident, losing a loved one, losing a pet, losing a friend, anything like that. The first thing that you're going to do when you hear that they have passed is you're going to want to run. You're going to want to dip. You're going to say that this isn't true. No screaming, running. Maybe if they told you over the phone, you throw your phone across the floor. But not everyone is the same, but the best description of what I felt is when you're in denial and shock, you may seem perfectly normal to most people, even though inside you're just dying inside, but you can physically put on this whole front. With my father passing, I didn't skip a beat the next day. I was supposed to meet a friend for lunch at noon. I was there to meet him for lunch. I pretended like nothing was wrong. In my mind, I knew what had happened, but for some reason, my mind, because of the trauma, it was protecting myself from really having those feelings right away. So those are a little bit about how I dealt with shock and how I dealt with denial. The first night when my father passed, when I was told, I went and did my regular routine. I wear a t-shirt to bed, so I was like, I need to put on my pants to go tell my mom. And those little things that you do, you don't realize it, but that's your body is in shock, and it's helping you deny the situation that has happened. Like I said, whether it's a traumatic loss, whether it's, a loss of a loved one, a parent, or being even in a domestic violence situation. Those are all things that can happen that can cause 5 stages of grief, and there's so many more, and we'll go through most of them within the next few weeks. I'm going to post videos, but I do want to kind of go through what they are, the 7 stages of grief that I'm going to go over. The first, like I talked today, is shock and denial. The second one is going to be pain and guilt, which I felt a lot of. The third one is going to be anger, bargaining. The fourth is depression, reflection, and loneliness. The fourth one is the turn of the whole grieving process. The fifth is reconstruction, and lastly, it's acceptance. You can kind of even have that first one be acceptance, and then later on go through shock and go through grief. So we'll get into that later. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please come back and see me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.